If you are a Bitcoin holder and if you are going to sell your Bitcoins right now, basis of the things which is happening, the downfall, then that is going to be the biggest mistake of your life. I will be covering some of the price level after some of the things which I should be, mention why I'm talking, why did I mention that thing in the beginning. If you are selling your Bitcoin, then that's the biggest mistake. To understand that, these are things which I've done my own research, so that's why I'm sharing. And disclaimer, anything which I will be talking about here for this BTC is for an educational and information purposes only, because what I did was my research and then I'm just sharing. Okay, so there's nothing else more than these information and education. Please keep that in mind. So starting with this thing, this is the Bitcoin, right? BTC, and this is what we have, and I am in the weekly time frame just to adjust these things. And just for the information, these things I'm not gonna cover all these things which I've done sort of a research a little bit, and I will be putting these things in the link in the description section. Through the link you can check that by yourself. But let's start with this thing here. And why I even talking about these things, the things which is happening right now. The BTC price being what the price is falling, or the downfall which we are which we are experiencing or witnessing right now, these falls, this has to do with these things, and this is what I'm trying to uncover. So starting with this early phase of the Bitcoin, 2009 till 2016, this is where the early retail era, where people, like us, normal individual who started seeing something interesting and they have started buying the Bitcoin, and then mass. This thing happened from 2009 up until 2016, and this is where the retail investors were retail or the individuals who see this BTC and then they just for the some sort of a hobby or whatever you can call, they started buying. And during this phase we see one of the biggest rise in the Bitcoin up until this section, and all these are some sections. Okay, and during this thing we have this thing. I'm not gonna cover those things, but I just added to just to show you guys what happened during this phase. And then after this thing we have this another phase, 2017 2000 till 2019, building infrastructure and first institutional forays. And the reason I'm even talking about this thing is it has to do with the retail and with the institutional investors. The thing which is happening right now is because of the the selling, because of the institutional investors who took interest in the BTC after a very after a while, after the retail investors pushed the prices from here, starting from here and up until up here. Not even here, the retails were here up until this section here. We have 2017 till 19, building infrastructure and first institutional foray. These are the things which is there during this period, and I'm just adding. I have just added these few of the things which happened during this period. And then after that, 2020 till 2022, corporate adoption and institutional surge here, starting from this year, and then this, and then after this, here we are right now in the 2025 year when these are the things which happened here: spot ETF era and the widespread institutional access. And during this phase, if I just go, I'm not going to talk about all these things. You can see all these specific things which I'm trying to share you guys. I'm just going to delete it and understand the things which people should now be aware about, the things which is happening with the BTC. And as I said, the main thing which took place about the interest of the interest in the BTC by the institutional investor is from this year, and this, and then this. And we can see the major move happened during the retail investor period or age, or this year, retail's year, in the beginning of the time. There are certain reasons, retail investors do not want to take a risk until or unless there are some sort of a legal things which is there, to keep themselves safe, or just to want to avoid the risk factor. So starting from this year and then keep going on up until this price level where we are right now, all these things happen because of the retails, not retails, but yeah, because of the institutionals uh, interest from here up until this. And now this is one fall we see, and now we are here. And I will be talking about some of the things which has to do with the price action. And again, disclaimer, I'm not recommending anyone to do on the basis of what I'm sharing. Do your research analysis like I'm doing, and I'm just sharing for education purposes. So please keep that in mind. I'm gonna delete all these things. First of all, I have just added these things just to show you guys what is the reason about me telling you guys the mistake if anyone sell or sold or sell their Bitcoin holdings right now. Because things which is happening right now, starting from specific from this, and then here right now it's sort of a downfall. This is nothing more than a correction, and we are not in a downfall. And this is what I have this is my analysis, this which is telling me that it's not in a downtrend, proper sort of a downtrend. So I'm going to take this Bitcoin because this is where I have all this data beginning from 2009 up until this 2025. So I'm gonna close this one first, and let's switch it to this one where we have perpetual. And most of the time I do my analysis long term, short term, mid term, all these things, but this video is all about the things which is happening right now. So the thing which started happening from here, this candle, and then we see this fall. On the basis of my analysis, what I'm expecting with the BTC is it's going to take this price level as a major sort of a support. And in all my analysis, I have my certain things, I have my ways to do the analysis, which is about the zone. This is zones, and I've been sharing my analysis. I've started sharing my analysis from this price level, and of everything which I have shared so far from here up until this, and this is a weekly time frame, so I'm just taking just a rough candle. I've started sharing my analysis from here and up until this also, and all these are available here in this channel. And my channel name is 2-Frame Perspective. What I do is I take 2 time frames analysis. Right now this is weekly, and I'm also take certain other time frames wherein if I'm in a 3-day, I might gonna take this weekly, which I will be covering. But like I said, I've started sharing my analysis from here, and all these things, the fall I have already predicted somehow, and then I have shared over here starting from this video. I think I have when I've started video from this one, prices were trading somewhere here, and everything which I've talked about, the main thing which is happening right now, the price is trading where the 97,000 level. This is what I have already talked about. The Bitcoin price will test 97,000 for the 150. So 150 we have this price level, but it's still going to happen. So this 150 level, the reason I'm talking about this 150 and this price level, starting with this one 97, which I have predicted here, and then right now I'm talking about this level because right now this candle, what we are observing in the weekly time frame, it break through this zone. And what it means in my analysis is once the price break through the lower level and price started trading below this lower level, let me just zoom in a little bit here. So here in this specific zone in my analysis, I do 1 hour, 4 hour daily right now in a weekly time frame. So I'm just taking the weekly analysis information. So in my analysis, this is the zone. Okay, and then we have upper level and then we have lower level, and this is what I have been talking about. If price below this indicates sign of a true bearish, and that bearishness leads the prices to this 88,000 level, and this is what I have talked about in all these videos. Even the next bottom zone where I talked about the next price level, this is what I've recently added or uploaded. Bitcoin price heading for the 81,000. And then I have also talked about this 4-hour structure shift broken, where things have started happening in a very sharp manner here. I think, yeah, this is the price level where I have uploaded this one, and then this false or maybe fake move alert, I think I have uploaded here somewhere here. So let's come back to the weekly time frame, and the importance of the weekly time frame. And in my analysis about with this zone is we have, or in my case I have this zone, and in this zone we have this upper level, lower level, and the zone itself. The price right now in a weekly time frame is trading below this lower level, which means, you know, it's a true weakness. It's a true weakness. And in next upcoming week, and you know, yeah, series of a next to next week, then what's going to happen is we will get a rejection or resistance in this lower level. This is the lower level, which is 100, or maybe let's take roughly 100, not even 100. I'm gonna take this level 97,000, or the exact number. It's not necessary this is going to be the exact one, but I'm going to delete, and this is what, 98 200. This is the price where price will get so rejection, resistance, sort of a high sort of a resistance, because price already break through this upper level, even this zone, and then trading just like below this lower level, which means there is a, you know, selling pressure. And these things happening because of the institutional want, they are selling their holdings or whatever to, you know, to maybe whatever that's their call. I think that's what is happening right now. So, and after this we still have 2 days and 9 hours left for the new opening of the weekly candle. And what's going to happen in the new weekly candle is price will get a rejection here. And this is, if I take, and this is what I do, if I go take this weekly time frame and then include it in the lower time frame, starting with the 3-day, you know, we have 3-day. So okay, hold on a second, let me just go back and do this first of all. Current. So in my, you know, channel, this two frame perspective and multi-time frame clarity, what I do is, like in this weekly time frame, I have weekly time frame zone. This is what is right now. In the 3-day time frame, we have or in my case, I have this zone, the 3-day. All these are zones. In the daily time frame, these are zones, and all these things are I have talked about in all these videos, so forget about those videos if you're not interested. But let's continue with this one. And what is happening right now, let's go back to the weekly is already in, the price of the BTC is trading below this weekly level, lower level. In the 3-day, it's also trading below this 3-day zone in the 3-day time frame. And in the daily also, currently what is happening, daily is what's today's, let's say, is getting now a resistance somewhere in the lower level. And in this case, what's going to happen, and let's now take the weekly time frame zone and then include it in the other time frames. So here we go. What is this? You know, this is the weekly time frame, right? Weekly time frame. And if I just do this, we have daily time frame, this zone, and the weekly time frame lower level is here. And let me delete this first again and do this and hide it again. Here, this is the daily levels upper level, and this is the same weekly's lower level. So what's going to happen is, if I go in the 4-hour time frame, it will go for a little bit for the upside. Here, go back to the daily, and price will get a rejection here. And this level is the same as this level. So from here, in the next weekly candle, most likely, you know, we might gonna see something like this. There is a possibility, and everything is everything is about possibilities and probabilities in the analysis. That's what I'm doing. And the chances are, in the next weekly candle, which is going to be, you know, starting after 2 days and 9 hours, then price, if for the next 2 days we will we will see some sort of a consolidation, and during this consolidation and the end of the 2 days and 9 hours, we on not EV, the BTC will get a rejection here, and then it will again start it for the downside for this price level, and this is 87,000 level, and this is what I've talked about, 85,000 in this video. So this is the same price level which is going to happen in the in the coming week, or maybe in after some series of candles after this sort of a things which is we see in this area. So yeah, that's what I am talking about. If people who are holding BTC, and if they sell their holdings, and if they are, if the thing is, if they have sold it, or maybe if if they have started selling from here, it's a good thing that they don't want to go for this long, this much of pain, or sort of a 20% negative thing. But if the person who holds Bitcoin and wants to keep it for a long, for long-term sort of a view, and they are waiting for this 150 or any other price level in the upper above this 150, then the next thing, the next bullish, or maybe not even after this here, we will see the instant bullish scenario, but it just, we will see this for price level. The BTC will go for this price level, and then it will consolidate here, similar to this consolidation, and it may gonna go fall. And let me add another thing: if price falls from this price level and started trading here, then that's a true sort of a bearish, and we will be entering in the bearish territory. But as long as the price of the BTC trade above this level, and this is what I am expecting for the BTC to trade above this level, even in the next downfall, at any point of a time, then we will have a consolidation here. Then after the consolidation, we will see the resistance this way, this one starting resistance, maybe comes back down, take a support and resistance, successfully break through this level, then we will have another resistance, this one, and then after that we will see other price level for the upside. So please keep that in mind. Right now, the thing which is happening with the BTC is nothing more than this institutional players are selling their position, or maybe booking their profit, and to shake off the the people or the retail investor who might have started somewhere here, maybe here, or maybe somewhere here. So yeah, those who are started accumulating Bitcoin in the later stages of life, in this year, here, maybe here, then, and it wants to sell it after somewhere here and here, then they should wait for this. And here, the reason even I'm talking about this level, this zone, is because of what I have my own indicators which indicate something specific. In this case, this thing, the line which is there in this chart is my indicator, which indicates something about prices being going for the correction or the downfall, a proper downfall. So that's something like that. If price falls from here, then as I mentioned, we will be entering in the very true bearish scenario. And this thing, the green thing which we see here, it will turn red here once price breaks this level. So what I am talking here is nothing more than just an update about the BTC which is happening right now, and I've also covered this section which eventually going to happen, and price will be trading somewhere here. Please keep that in mind, and don't panic. And I think most of the people are maybe already taken the decision basis of the emotional fear emotion. What I do is on the basis of this zones which I have, I try to update about the BTC's price activity. So that's all I have for this video, and if you are interested about these videos, go check it out, because I have talked about things which leads the prices from here up until this layer, and the only thing which left is this 87,000 level which I've talked about in this video. So yeah, that's all for now, and bye bye for now. Take care and enjoy. And lastly, disclaimer again, the thing which I'm talking about here is nothing more than just an information educational content. Please keep that in mind and do your research and analysis for any sort of a financial decision. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care.